watch inspirational tapes in your own organization, company, or industry. That is very important. The other one is you need to read personal development books. One of the best books in network marketing is Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert T. Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad, again by him, and You Can Win by Shiv Khera, and The Power of Positive Thinking by Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, and etc. There are so many books out there you need to read, personal development. One of my favorites, which I have read for 11 continuous years, I saw it like a reference, is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. So I highly recommend you to read that book. Not read it, study it, practice it, apply it, and you see the results. The result is amazing. The other one is you need to stick to your plan. If you have a personal development program per day, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, then stick to it every day. Do not have excuses not to do it. You know, when you beat your excuses, then you succeed. So many people, they have excuses why they didn't do what they are supposed to do. Remember, excuses cannot be results, and success does not need any explanation. If you don't want to be in excuse, you need to succeed. So to succeed, you need to beat every day by doing what you're supposed to do, no matter how tough or hard it could be. That's very important. So before you sleep, make sure that you read or listen to some positive things about your business. Read some positive things about your business, about the future, so that you get inspired by the next day. Quality number 6 of all top leaders in the world is becoming teachable. No matter how many times you give trainings, no matter how much big bonus you're making, never stop learning in this vibrant industry. Network marketing industry is just below 100 years old, so you can't know it all. You always need to update. It's always changing. You know, this is a technology industry. This is a technology era, so you need to be updating yourself. These days there are so many things being created every other day. So if you update, then you can use one of the best resources so that you can support your team and grow easily to the top. So be teachable. If you want to build your business in the fastest possible manner, then you must be teachable. Otherwise, the moment you stop listening, then you will never make it in this business. So network marketing really requires a unique mentality, because you know, you are not just a coach, you are also a student. You know, you are a teacher, you are a coach, you are a student. Wherever you don't know, you learn, and wherever you know, you teach. Wherever you master, you coach. So you need to be all at the same time. So but for so many people, it's very tough when they start to teach. Once they have a couple of downlines that start to teach them, then they stop listening to their uplines. Never stop learning from your active sponsor. So your sponsorship line, they have done so many things before you do. They have failed in so many ways, so they can easily give you from their wisdom, from their experience on what to do and what not to do. That will save you time, energy, and finance in some cases. That is number 6. Now, quality number 7 is practicing accountability. Now, as a leader, when you grow to the top, what happens is you are not just by yourself. There are so many people watching you. Your downlines watch you, their downlines watch you, and people in other companies, they watch you. And the people who reject you, even though they are outside your business, they keep on watching you. What's happening with this guy? So you need to always practice accountability. Direct selling is a business of relationships. So relationships operate on trust. So you need to build trust. To earn and maintain that trust, you must be accountable. Accountable to the words that you say, accountable to the promises that you make, accountable to the mistakes that you make. You are a human being. Sometimes you may make mistakes. When you make mistake, take accountability. I see so many uplines whenever there is a problem or a failure in the team, they say it is this downline, that downline, it's my leader, it's my upline, it's the company, it's the product, it's the government. They blame. By blaming others, you will never succeed. So what do you need to do? You need to take responsibility. I was supposed to do it, I didn't do it, I'm sorry. So you need to express this and make sure that you never make that mistake again. So by doing so, people will see that you're confident. People will see that you actually confess whenever you make mistakes. You don't blame others for the failures that you have faced, or even when your team faced. Let's say that you have a teamwork and then you have assigned different tasks, and one of them they didn't do their task, okay, and you have an event, and that event has become a failure because of one leader. Now, as a leader, you didn't actually give the task, you didn't follow, you didn't make sure. That's called shouldering responsibility. Even if you delegate activities in your team, you must make sure with each and every one of them whether they have executed that in advance or not, because it is up to you. It is your team, it is your empire. You can't say that I failed because of X, I failed because of Y, because even if you explain it, you will not succeed. So what you have to do is succeed. To succeed, shoulder the responsibility, give tasks for your leaders, and then follow and support them. Make sure that they execute the tasks. It's your responsibility. That's very important. By doing so, you will practice accountability. You can never tell a lie to your downlines or your customers and try to be accountable. Always tell the truth. Always. So that is a way to become more accountable. Accountability also means, well, there are so many situations. So let's say some of them. When you say you will give something, then you must give. You may say like tomorrow or next week, if you sell this much, I will give you a marker. If you sell this much, if you achieve this much, then I will give you a laptop. You may make a promise, then you keep that promise. You say and you do. When you promise, you will be on a meeting. For example, your downlines or certain team will call you that, could you please give presentation for our team, for our guests, or give us some coaching, online, physical. Then you say and you do it. You can't say that you say and then you miss. No, that is very important. The other one, when we say accountability, is when you promise to work with someone, you will follow. So many leaders in this business, when they give business presentation, in order to attract the customer, they will tell them that I will give you downline, I will do this business for you, I will support you. Okay, number one, do not promise a promise that you cannot fulfill. That's number one. Number two, only inform them something that you can do and do it exactly as you have promised. That is very important. So what can you promise for someone? If you commit to yourself to come to meetings, then I will train you. If you invite your guests, the first 10, the first 5, the first 2 of your guests, I will give presentation for you. So this is a promise. So you keep your promise. That's very important. So you can give service beyond what you have said, no problem. But do not say I will give 10 presentations for your guests and then you give 8 and then you abandon them. No, you keep your promise. So you would rather say I will give 5 of your guests business presentation so that you know on how to give presentation, and you give for 5 and then you can give up to 6, 7 or whatever. You can add more but not less. That is to keep your integrity and of course accountability. The other one is approaching someone else's prospect. Now this is the problem of, I can say, all Africa, especially approaching someone else's prospect. If you know that a prospect has been accessed by somebody in your organization, in your company, and they have prospected them, maybe even give them presentation. The moment you come to know that one, instead of trying to snitch from your colleague, your partner, your business partner, your other professional, a professional which is in the same industry as you, you can just tell them, please work with that person. This is a great industry. This is a great company. This is a great product. I encourage you to work. That's how you should do it. I don't have time to explain, but I have so many testimonies that I have done like this, and so many people succeeded there. Guess what? My organization also grew a lot. That's called accountability. You are accountable for the image of this industry. People outside the network marketing industry, they see the industry the way how the leaders in the industry act. If we snitch, push and pull among ourselves, people think that this is a very boring industry, or people think that this is not a professional way of doing things. But if we respect among our prospects, and then if you know that you can go and create other prospects, then trust me, the image of the industry will be where it is supposed to be, and others will also value more our industry. That is practicing accountability. Quality number 8 of all top network marketers in the world is edifying the organization. What does edifying organization mean? Some people, they complain about their company, they complain about their product, they complain about their upline to the guest, to their downlines, to their colleagues, and later on they want the company to train their downlines. They want their upline to train their downlines. How could you do that? If you already speak negative about a person, and then later on that person comes to give business presentation or impartation or whatever for your downlines, and they will not be listening to that person. So edifying the organization is very important. All top network marketers. You may have some problems with the company, no problem. You may have a problem with the product. You may have a problem with your upline. You may have a problem in your team. But do not advertise that. Only edify the quality in your team, the quality in your upline, the quality in the products, the quality in the company. So edifying your sponsor line, because you need to show some results, okay? In order to show results, you need to get support from the company and the upline, etc., from the team. Only when you edify, they will be willing to support you. Only when you edify, your downlines will be willing to listen to about someone or from someone whom they heard good qualities about. Otherwise, they will not be listening to the people who are coming, because you already destroyed their image. That's very important. That is the side effect of saying bad words or speaking negatively about anybody. So never advertise the weak side of your sponsor or organization or product or industry. That's very important. The other one, if you do criticize your sponsorship line, your team, your product or company, then nobody wants to buy your products or the company. Nobody wants to join you. Why? Because you are advertising negatively. So always appreciate, always edify. Edification should be your quality. Edify the industry, the company, the product, the marketing plan, the upline, the team. The last but not least quality is follow the system. So following the system is what all top network marketers do. But unfortunately, so many people, they don't follow the system. They just create whatever comes to their mind. They start this kind of format, they start this kind of event, and they change that, and then they think another idea, and then they start that one. You know, they keep on changing. So I want you to remember this. The same way is better than the best way. You may be genius and try to create a best way of presenting. But remember, the same way of presenting influences much more better than the best way. Why? Because there is a research done on, I encourage you to go and check on YouTube, group confirming or group compliance. Group compliance is whenever people see other people, especially in more than one, doing things, even if it's not logical, even if there is no explanation why they do it, whenever people do the same thing repeatedly, others follow. So when you do things the same way, people follow you. And that is a way to influence. In order to influence, you need to do this. So follow the system. You must follow a step-by-step duplicable system, and you yourself must be duplicable. Some people are very genius the way how they give presentation. They are like actors and actresses. You can't be an actor and copied. You can't be a superstar and copied. Don't be a superstar. Only get a result of superstar, but be simple and duplicable. Simple steps are easy to duplicate. What does this mean? This means everyone uses the same material in your team. You don't need to create a unique one. The same material. Everyone uses a training method, the same training methods, and the same presentation slides. Do not change that. So you need to understand your business. That's very important. What are we in? What kind of business are we in? Number one, we are in a testimony business. So always during prospecting, not prospecting, during presentation, follow-up, etc., use testimony. During team trainings, use testimony of the product and the business. Number two is trust. This is a trust business. Do not lie. Do not cheat. Always speak the truth. Number three is people development. We are in a people development business. So you need to develop other people in order to grow in this business. Number four is appointment business. Make sure that at any given time, you must have 3 to 5 appointments with your guests, which is outstanding appointment. The next one is energy business. This is an energy business. So after doing for a couple of weeks, you need to invite other people, or you need to have mass programs so that you can have huge energy boosting events. This is called energy. So whenever you give energy, your downlines, they go to more massive activity. The other one is we are in a duplication business. You are not by yourself. You are not alone. You are going to succeed in this business with your team, with your downlines. In order to succeed with them, you need to duplicate your business. To duplicate, you need to be simple. And the other one is we are in a relationship business. Relate personally with your leaders, with your team members, with your upline. Be a very good friend, be a brother, be a sister, so that you can be happy to be with, happy to work with. People join communities. You need to build a community that makes you happy, that makes them happy. This is the end of this training. I hope you get lots of energy and knowledge and points. If you have any questions, please be willing, or you can just type on the comment section, and we will be getting back to you and answering your questions. And all the points that you get from this training, apply to your business. And whenever you get results, please share it with us in the comment section so that we can have some chat with you in the future, and you will also be training others from your own experiences. Thank you very much, and see you next week.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, suggestion, please feel free to drop your comments on our comment section. Next Friday, we will come up with a new topic. See you. Thank you.